Did not seem to capture the game audio, which I don't know why I didn't do that, but apparently did not capture the game audio at all, so I had to restart OBS, so everything's good now. So without further ado, here is Iris by Ebullience Games. Aaliyah, wake up. I said wake up. The familiar incessant urging cuts through the darkness, but it takes me a second to push through the murkiness in my mind to recall whose voice it is. Teddy. Aaliyah, this isn't funny anymore. Wake up already. Despite the forced casualness to her voice, there's a tone of concern and fear that I've never heard before, and it's the instinctive reason to comfort her that pushes me to pry my eyes open. Teddy? What happened? Teddy's worried frown swims into focus, and immediately melts into a relieved expression when I manage to push myself up to a sitting position. Finally! Honestly, if you wanted to sleep, you could have chosen a better location in the middle of nowhere. Teddy's mouth is downturned as usual, but the way she keeps shooting me glances out of the corner of her eyes belies her inner concern. I can't help but smile at the bear in front of me, and I reach out and pull her into a hug, ignoring her yelp of protest. Thank you for coming to find me, Teddy. She lets out a small growl, still squirming in my arms for a moment longer before giving up and going still. Let me go, you idiot human. I had a chuckle, knowing she would probably swipe me with her paw if I pointed out how she's leaning her head into my touch to stroke her fur gently. Who would have thought this little bear cub I saved a year ago would grow up to be such an adorable companion? Well, she pretty much has RBF, if you know what I mean. But anyway. What happened? Where are we? Don't ask me! I woke up to find no sign of you anywhere, but even behind a note, so I tracked you down with my nose. Found you here, lying on the ground, completely out cold. What in the world were you doing, Aaliyah? You wouldn't even wake up when I called you. Nothing. I just went out for some early training and fell asleep when I sat down to rest. That's all. Feeling Teddy's probing gaze search my face, I lower my eyes, hoping Teddy can't smell my dishonesty. Another blackout. Another few hours of my memory gone. I'm still no closer to figuring out the reason for it, or what happens during the hours that I have no recollection of. So far, I've been able to keep this a secret from others. With the increasing frequency of these incidents, I won't be able to hide it much longer. I haven't even been able to focus on my training lately, always fearful when I'll lose consciousness next. Lyle thinks they're being subtle with their questions, but I can tell their suspicion is growing every time they catch me staring blankly at thin air, my mind a million miles away while going through the motions of sword training. Are you certain about that? Of course, why would I ever lie to you? Even I wince at the overly bright tone of my voice, and I hold my breath, waiting for Teddy's response. A beat of silence, then she gives a loud sniff and twists out my grasp, taking a few steps backwards. If you insist, I don't particularly care to know anyway. Since I confirmed you haven't managed to get yourself into some sort of trouble, yet, at least, I'll be leaving now. Undeterred by Teddy's hostility, I reach out and give her head a gentle pat, smiling. I'll be fine on my own. Thanks, Teddy. And I'll see you back at home tonight? Try not to do anything stupid. Teddy shoots me one last glance before dropping to all fours and scampering off, her small figure soon disappearing among the trees. My smile fades as soon as Teddy is out of sight, and I slowly scramble to my feet, wobbling on uncertain legs like a newborn foal. Mother of souls. What happened to me while I was out? I feel like I've just been run over by a herd of horses. With every step I take, my aching muscles protest loudly. I can only grit my teeth and press on, hoping to return home as soon as possible. A relieved sigh escapes me at the familiar sight of the town square, Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Like, the artwork's really well done in this game. And the music's really good, too. Okay, I can check out my comments for a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna post a message on Twitch. Alright. Just let everybody know everything's fixed. Alright, continuing on. Almost there. In spite of my active attempts to not think about the blackout, I can't help but keep dwelling on it, racking my brain to try and recall anything about the hours I was gone. Was I sleepwalking? No. This has happened before in the middle of the day, but I was most certainly not asleep. I haven't consumed any alcohol either, so it couldn't be that. What is happening to me? And why can't I remember anything that happened? No, I need to stop thinking about this. This isn't going to help at all. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. With my head down, my eyes blurry and unfocused, I don't even notice Lyle passing by with a group of mages from the guild before it's too late. Aaliyah, are you alright? Crap. I freeze, stop being dead in my tracks, and immediately turn around to head in the opposite direction, pretending not to see them. Come on, Space War. Lyle sounds like they are leaning close to my ear when they speak again. It must be evident in their voice. Oh! Nice! I know it's you. Are you trying to hide from me? Forcing a small laugh, I twist around to look up at Lyle with an embarrassed smile. Oh, hi, Lyle. I didn't see you there. I'm sure you didn't. Although Lyle's voice is muted as usual, they sound like they're trying to suppress a laugh. Haha. Right. Well, I'm kind of in a hurry, so I'll talk to you later. See ya! I take a step back, intent on escaping before Lyle gets the truth out of me, but Lyle's hand landing gently on my shoulder causes me to pause. Leah, what's the matter? You've been acting strange for the last couple of weeks. I'm fine, really. No, you aren't. I know that expression. That's your classic fretting face. I'm not fretting. Yes, you absolutely are. I know you too well for you to lie about that. Whenever you begin to obsess over a worrying idea you've got in your head, which is every other day, by the way, you get this pinch between your eyebrows and a twist to your mouth. I've seen it too many times not to recognize it by now. I take a deep breath and manage to smile that's more natural and genuine as I give Lyle a playful nudge with my elbow. Stop studying my face. Go study your spellbooks, Lyle. Aaliyah. What is it? Is it your leg? Is the wound still bothering you? It's been a week, hasn't it? Perhaps you should seek a medic. No, it's healing. The creature barely scratched me. My sentence trails off into silence and a sudden thought hits me. My black cats have been occurring almost daily for the past week, ever since I received that wound from the creature. Could the two things be related somehow? Possibly, if you've been blacking out every single day since then. There were occasional reports of sickness or unusual fatigue after prolonged exposure to the creatures. Which, I'm wondering what is the creature exactly, I'm curious. Anyway, a curable side effect to the illness that plagues these creatures and turns them into violent, mindless monsters that attack any and all humans. Could this be another new side effect of the plague? Ooh, magical plague, dun dun dun. If so, perhaps I'm not the only one who's experienced this, considering how many creatures us vassals fight every day. So, the equivalent of, like, magical rabies, then? Huh. Interesting. Let me jump onto my comments. Okay. Maybe I should ask around. Maybe I'll find exploration to these strange things that have been happening to me. Aaliyah? Jerking out of my thoughts, I realized Lyle had been waiting patiently for me to return Sorry, it's been a while. I realize Lyle has been waiting patiently for me to return my attention to them, and I give them a sheepish smile. Sorry, just thinking. Worrying, you mean? Perhaps. Lyle sighs, so doesn't push the issue any further. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm here. You know what? I've changed my mind. Yes, I do want to talk about it after all. Finally! You could probably get some help for the investigation you want to pull. To their credit, Lyle merely raises an eyebrow in amusement. Too used to my impulsiveness by now. Go on. Listen, Lyle, have you ever... I bite my lip, fumbling for the right words to describe what I want to say. Lyle makes a small hum, giving me an encouraging nod and a patient smile. Well... I know this will sound really strange, but... Have you ever just blacked out suddenly for no discernible reason, and then woke up with no memory at all of what happened, often in the strangest of places? Our laughter immediately leaves Lyle's eyes, and their sudden change in expression makes my heart leap. Whether in hope or fear, I can't tell. You wake up feeling exhausted and sore as though you've just been on the losing side of a tavern brawl, right? Yes! Exactly! I press on, leaning closer to Lyle and peering at them intently. So, you have heard about this happening to people before? Lyle hesitates for the briefest moment. Their expression changes almost imperceptibly, something I wouldn't have picked up on if I hadn't known them for years. Yes, I have. Been going through that myself, actually. It takes a moment for Lyle's casual confession to sink in. When it finally does, my eyes widen in shock, my jaw almost dropping to the ground. I also like that we get, the protagonist's reaction at the same time that we're getting the person we're speaking to, so it gives a bit of an intimacy. But on the other hand, because of the very first-person nature of these visual novels, kind of takes you out of it a little bit. But again, it might be just me, and the visual novels that I've watched. Anyway. Excuse me. On the other hand, having them in the background with Lyle, having her in the background with Lyle would throw me off a bit further, so kind of works out, I guess. That was not what I was expecting at all. No duh! Wait, you too? Why haven't you told me? How long has this been going on? Do you know why this is happening? What's wrong with us? The same reason you didn't tell me until now, I suppose. I'm trying to figure this out myself, but I haven't gotten any ideas yet. The breath I didn't realize I've been holding rushes out of me, and I deflate in disappointment. Oh. I had hoped. I give my head a small shake, trying to chase the sadness away. No, I shouldn't feel let down. The important thing is that I don't have to carry the secret by myself anymore. Indeed. I have Lyle. We can figure this out together. I'm sorry I can't be of help. I shake my head, holding my arm around Lyle's. It's not your fault. Besides, I'm sure you'll find out the reason in no time if we work together. Yes, I'm sure we will. I turn my head to beam at them, but the smile they return is hesitant, almost reluctant. Confused, I tilt my head at them, studying their expression. Is it just me, or do they keep avoiding my eyes? Chucking it down to my paranoia, I brush the thoughts away and nudge them in the side gently. You know, I've been thinking. If we're both suffering from the same strange phenomenon, I think it is likely we're not the only ones. I think we should ask around the guild hall to see if anyone else has heard of or is experiencing this kind of problem. No! The word bursts out of Lyle's mouth at a volume 3 times higher than the usual speaking level, and I take a step back in shock and confusion. No? I watch as Lyle takes a deep breath, and when they speak again, they're back to their normal gentle tone, a slightly apologetic smile tugging at their lips. I don't think we should act rashly. I cross my arms, pursing my lips. Why not? I don't think asking around for information is considered a rash action. This is a potentially serious problem. We need to handle this subtly and avoid drawing attention to ourselves, or else we could lose our status as one of Airis' vassals if they believe we aren't fit to protect the kingdom anymore. Although I was prepared to argue for my suggestion, the words die in my throat when Lyle's words sicken. Of course, I should have known Lyle would raise the argument relating to one thing I can't risk, my job as a vassal for the country. I spent 5 years training every day to be the best vassal I can, to protect people like my... Perhaps Lyle has a point. We should keep us as quiet as possible. It something doesn't sit quite right with me, and I can't quite ignore the feeling deep in my gut that tells me I should begin by asking around for any information I can get my hands on. Oh boy, first choice of the game. What should I do? Is Lyle right? Should we keep this matter to ourselves? So we got three choices. Compromise, ask a couple trusted guildmates, ask a trusted friend like Everaya to ask around for information, or insist on asking the other vassals in the guild. I should have saved. I didn't know this is going to start off here. Can I pause? Okay, I can save here. Sweet. So yeah, that is our first decision of the game. I'm probably going to post a poll to figure this out. But yeah, this is our first choice of the game. Do we risk asking around? Do we keep it to trusted people? Just, what do we do? So... what to do? That is the question. But yeah, we are going to cut it off right here. We're gonna make it... I know this is kind of short. I'm sorry. But, I mean, that's pretty much typically how I tend to do these streams about visual novels. So I'm gonna put a link to the visual novel to my my Twitter, my Discord, and Twitch and YouTube, so that way you guys can choose what you want me to do. But yeah, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for jumping into Airis, the visual novel. I know that was really short, but I promise you I'm probably going to go a bit longer next time. Maybe I'll do it my own decision. So, my Discord and PlayStation, and even my Steam is under the channel name Tandersaya. That's the name I use in my Twitch. I use DJ MK off the air when I'm on YouTube. So, in case you tend to miss Twitch streams, I kind of run like Hulu, where I post the episodes immediately afterwards on my YouTube, and then I post it at least a day later on Twitch, so that way you guys can watch it really easily. Twitter and Spotify are DJ MK for life, though the Spotify, the 4 spelled out is FOR. And I have a blog, mahokunobichi.blogspot.com. I do have audio live streams, but I've been putting them on hiatus because I have a bit of a situation going on, which I'll explain in another video. So those videos are kind of moot and void for now, but they are coming back. So stay tuned for more information on that. But once again, thank you so much for jumping into this episode of Airis. I know it's super short, but I promise you next episode will be a lot longer. Special thanks to Gamer Zach, Clerkin, and Super Sajuk for all the support you've been giving me these past few episodes. I am back full-time this time, so until next episode, it's DJ MK signing off. If it's morning where you are, have a great day. If it's evening where you are, see you, Space Cowboys. Peace out, everybody.